We are having an historic season. There are 5 matches left. Can we see it through to the finish line? Welcome back, one and all, to episode 8 of Bottom to the Top. I am Mr. Cellophane, and with 5 matches left to go, Young Reds find themselves still at the top of the table, a spot we have occupied for the last 7 weeks. We are 2 points clear of Olympic Charleroi and 7 points clear of getting an automatic promotion spot. We've got some massive matches coming up. We are at home against KVK Tienen, and then Fez Sport, who was at the top of the table before we took over that top spot. They've dropped down to 6th, but we are heading to them in 2 massive matches today. And because we are on the verge of making team history in this just our first season as a gaffer in any professional league, or semi-professional or amateur league for that matter, this is our first job and we've got a shot at the title. So our assistant manager thinks that we should hold a team meeting, and I think that's also a very good idea to focus on the good form that we've had and reinforce the positive feelings around the club right now. So we are going to be positive as the entire team gets together just a couple of days before this pivotal match, and we're going to say that we're hitting form at exactly the right time during this run-in, but we need to find an extra gear for to see the title challenge through to a successful conclusion. Hopefully this is going to do the trick, and it does. Slightly positive is something I will take in any team meeting atmosphere, anything we can do to help the dynamic out as we have a massive match coming up at home. Olympic Charleroi did play on Friday and they won their match. So temporarily we find ourselves 1 point behind them for the top spot in 2nd place. Obviously now we have a game in hand. All we need to do is either draw or win to reclaim that top spot. We find ourselves 6 points ahead of 3rd. So the worst we can end up after this match is 2nd, but let's get back to the top of the table. And to do that, we're going to make one single change from the last match. Dorian Desilets is going to give us some well-deserved and needed experience on the back line. He's going to be comparing with Van den Bosch and El Mazad. Van Heels, of course, is going to be starting in goal. Our wingbacks will be Ben Hamed and Mitrovic. The midfield has been massively solid for this second half of the season, with Malik Keita, our brand new captain, at the base of the midfield, with Zanan and Sabo ahead of him, with Valencia and Susi leading the line to get us back into 1st place. We are riding a wave of 3 consecutive victories in the league. We are hosting KVK Tienen. They beat us the last time. We're looking for a little bit of revenge at the Lisp, and we are underway with very little happening in the first 10 minutes of this match. Not a single shot on goal for either side. I will take an even matchup all day long, as right now on the live table we are sitting at the top. But Mattern is going to throw it in to El Harak for Tienen, throwing it across. He's going to find Joaquim Nyongo, and Nyongo is going to put it past Van Heels for the goal. It is 1-0 Tienen. I don't like taking the early deficit. However, this team has shown that it is amazingly resilient, and our ability to come back from a slow start has been on display more times than I would like to count, as he was definitely onside. It looked like it may have been tight, but upon review, yeah, Nyongo was definitely onside. We didn't have anything to, they didn't have anything to worry about that. So Tienen now moving up into 3rd place as they hold all 3 points in this match, and it's a throw-in from almost the exact same spot. Matern this time is going to be challenged. He's going to drop back. El Harak, though, will carry it up the left wing side. Stops, dropping it for Matern. Again, he's got a man on him, throwing it into the middle. Knotts is going to head it down, and his 25th goal of the season is going to sneak past Van Heels. And we've won 3 in a row, guys. We just had a positive team meeting. We know it's at stake. We know what we have to do. We now need to get it done, because 35 minutes into this match, we find ourselves down by a score of 2-0. And that's where we're going to be at the half. 7 shots on goal to just 2 for Young Reds. Ben Hamed, coming off a minor knock in the last match, is feeling a bit winded. We may need to replace him at the half. I think, actually, we're going to do that. So Langfors is going to come in as soon as we make some changes. Possession tilted toward the opposition. 0.08 on XG for us is just not good enough. So Langfors is going to come in, even though we do have Nolan Guillot, who's more of a natural left back, on the bench, but he's feeling a little nervous. He's not used to this. He's only played a handful of matches in the league. The pressure is on. We're not giving them a ton of space to work with. Thompson throwing it ahead. Nyongo's got it. Gets it away from Sabo. El Harak, left wing feed for Matern. Matern dropping it back again for El Harak. He will be challenged there. Vandenberg, though, sending it forward. El Mazad sending it clear to Sabo, and Zanen sending it the other way. Valencia, left wing feed for Langfors, cutting it inside in the circle. Sabo ahead for Susi, pushing it back for Sabo, almost losing it to El Harak. In for Susi. Was he onside? He was not. The flag has been raised. We thought he picked up the goal to bring us within 1. Unfortunately, it was not to be. So 60 minutes have gone by. The goalkeeper sending it long. Sabo trying to gain control, but Matern is able to collect it and pass it to El Harak. Bombele now with it to the base of his defense. Ahead for Singh. Yongo on the right side, cutting it in the middle. Valencia is going to knock it away, but El Harak is there to gather the loose ball. Matern now on the left wing, trying to push it past Mitrovic. Mitrovic is in, and Matern is going to get taken out by Mitrovic wasn't even anywhere close to him. Mitrovic just picked up a red card, and he didn't even come close to Matern. Now, this has to be a graphical engine issue. But, man, that is massively, massively disappointing. So we're gonna get El Hamed on that right wing, move Vanden Bosch over. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. 2 yellows sending off Marko Mitrovic, and we are down to 10 men, down by 2. Young Reds, we really need to buckle down right now. We are going to shout out encouragement to our team as Susi's going to carry it up the right wing side, moving it to the interior. Keita is there. He's on a yellow card as well. Lots of cards being handed out by the referee in this match. Zanen from Vanden Bosch up for Susi. He's going to shoot it, and it's going to go well into the seats for a corner kick for KVK Tienen. And I think our string of 3 straight victories in the league is probably going to end with this match. We've got 15 minutes left to go. Langfors can't clear it. Yakmans for Bombele. He'll drill it into the top corner, his 8th of the year. It's 3-0 Tienen, and Young Reds just absolutely falling apart at this juncture. Just trying to shake things up, get something started. Dehele is going to come in for Susi. Amal will take the place of Mustafa Sabo, who has been so very solid all year long, just not really getting anything done in this match. 2 additional changes being made with 15 minutes left, and we find ourselves down 3-0, and I have to say I am massively disappointed. Valencia sending it in. El Mazad can't get over that header. He's going to pop it over the crossbar. And missed opportunities left and right for Young Reds in this match. Bombele taken down by El Mazad, and El Mazad is going to go off. That's the 2nd red card of the match, and we are down to 9. Things are definitely not going to plan. So Amal is going to be slotted in the right wing-back position now, so we have coverage along that side. Keita is going to move forward. We now have a 2-man midfield. The wheels have just come off of this bus. One final push to maybe get something out of this. Something for us to hang our hats on. Langfors carrying it up the left sideline, playing it back. Zanan looking for Dehele. Dehele does find the back of the net. It's goal number 5 for him on the season, but it is too little, too late. The only good news is that with our 4 matches remaining, we are 6 points ahead of 4th, which means we just need 2 wins in our next 4 to secure automatic promotion up to the 2nd tier. but we are still gunning for that championship. Can we beat Fez Sport, a team that is going in the absolute wrong direction? We'll have to find out. More good news on the personal front. We completed our qualifications for our national seat license. We've got our first badge, so we immediately turned around to the board and said, can we go for the next one? And they approved. And with the red cards received in the last match, plus a suspension to Malik Keita for picking up a yellow card in the game last week, 3 changes have to be made. Engels is going to come in as the right center back. Wins will replace Desailly because we can only have one over 23-year-old player. He's going to be on the left side. And Lenfers will be on the right wing back position. Zanan will slot back at the base of the midfield. Amal is going to come in. So actually 4 changes to be made in the squad. So it's going to be Van Heels in goal with a defense of Ben Hamed, Wins, Vanden Bosch, Engels, and Lenfers. A midfield of Zanan, Mustafa Sabo, and Amal with Valencia and Susi leading the line, taking on 6th place Fez Sport, a team that beat us the first time around. Let's get some revenge. The big question is, can we retake the top spot today on the road in Tessenderlo, Belgium, of course? And in fact, we are playing before Olympique Charleroi. So right now, as things stand with the draw, obviously 0-0 early on, we are back at the top of the table. Sabo sending in the corner. Valencia trying to get his head on it. He's going to be pushed, and a penalty is going to be called. Vermeil put his hands on him. That's a no-no. Referee points to the spot. Valencia will step up, deliver with his left foot, and Herbots is going to make the save. That is just where our luck has been in the last couple of matches, but it will be another corner kick opportunity for Sabo to deliver. Setting it in, Vanden Bosch can't get his head on it. Wins, does collect it. Out for Sabo. Into the middle, blocked. Wins, across, back post, Lenfers on, and Herbots in perfect position to make a rather routine save. So important for us to pick up all 3 points in this match. We cannot afford to lose any more ground to Olympique Charleroi. 28th minute, Ba pushing it up the right wing side for Fez Sport. Throwing it into the middle. It will be tipped behind by Van Heels. I don't know if that was actually going to make it on target, but better safe than sorry. But we do cede the corner. Swinnen will take it. Looking near post, Vanden Bosch will send it out, but Everts tracks it down. Vanden Bosch coming out, knocking it into touch. It will be a throw-in for Fez Sport, but a good opportunity denied. The long throw-in is picked off by Valencia. Amal's going to send it forward. Valencia's going to chase after it, but Kulin is there. Switch of play into the middle. Vermeil, up right wing for Ba. Moving it back to his defense. Van Aken for Swinnen. Looking for Ba, but Ben Hamed takes it away. Push back to Sabo. Susi with it. Right side for Amal. Feeding it up the right wing. Charging forward is Lenfers. Into the middle. Carrying it into the edge of the box. In for Susi. Susi will put it home with the outside of his left foot. It's his 8th goal of the year. And Young Reds take the 1-0 lead here in the 30th minute. And that is what we wanted to see. Valencia not taking advantage of the penalty shot, having a couple of missed opportunities on corner kicks, but Lenfers sending it into the 6-yard box. Susi there to push it past the goalkeeper, and the 1-0 lead. Long throw in, played around the edge of the box, shot from distance, 18 yards out. Carlo Everts is going to put it past Van Heels, and just 2 minutes after we scored, Fez Sport has successfully equalized as Everts getting it back from Ba, taking the shot with his right foot through a ton of traffic. Van Heels unable to see it all the way through. Just a couple of minutes left to go. Young Reds, 4 shots on goal, 4 shots on target, an XG of 1.49. Totally dominating the game, not in possession, but as far as shots are concerned, as far as taking the opportunities over Fez Sport. But we have played 45 minutes and we have a tie score. Doing what we can to motivate the team heading into this all-important second half. Still sitting at the top of the table. Olympic Charleroi does have a game in hand as it's played forward to Everts. Knocked away by Amal. Great slide tackle, but Kuhlin will recover. Everts now up the left wing, overtaken by Lenfers. Back for Engels to restart it. Up for Amal. Nice pass ahead for Valencia near the midfield stripe. Amal again finding Sabo. Pushing it forward. He's got Susi. Was Susi onside? I don't think so. What a move to move that to his right foot and put it past a Bears. But unfortunately, he was unable to bend his run successfully. He was offside from the get-go. Susi with a fantastic move, holding on to the ball. Great ball movement from him. Not something that we've necessarily seen throughout the year. Thought he put Young Reds up 2-1, but offsides was the call. Reaching the latter stages of this match, Linfer's getting a little tired. Nolan Guillot, typically he will play on the left wing back position. He's going to come in on the right to spell him. Anthony Valencia not having the game that we wish he did. So Derail, who has been a super sub on so many occasions for us, will come in and take over at the striker position to pair with Susi, who has had an amazing game. Solid midfield again. Vermeil sending it in on the corner. That's going to be headed harmlessly behind for a Young Reds goal kick. No harm, no foul. Blissfully no yellow cards for Young Reds, as we are going to shout some additional encouragement to our team as Engels will throw it in. Susi with control along the sideline, back for Engels. He's got a little bit more space. Susi in for Derail, moving it to his right, knocked away by Swindon, but Amal is there. Amal carrying it forward. Runs into a bit of traffic. Sabo flipping it ahead for Susi, but Herbeau is going to come out and grab that off of his feet. Here in added time, just about a minute left. Herbeau sending it forward. Vanden Bosch nodding it ahead for Sabo. One last chance of a rush. Oh, what a through ball. He's got Susi in behind. Susi off of the post and wide. He cannot get it to go. Final opportunity of the match falls by the wayside. And for the second straight match, we cannot find a victory. At least we picked up 1 point. And for the moment, we find ourselves at the top of the table. Disappointing to say the least. 3 matches left. That means 9 available points. We are only 5 points clear of 4th. We are in the first position on goal difference, but Olympic Charleroi with a game in hand. How are things going to play out? We're going to have to see. Getting tight as we reach the end. Still in the catbird seat by the skin of our teeth. Can we win the league? Can we secure automatic promotion? We're going to have to find out when we return to end the week. Thank you so very much for joining us. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications so you know when the next bottom to the top video is going to come out. Thank you so very much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for all the support that you have given since this series started here in FM24 2 weeks ago. Hope to catch you next time. Thank you so very much. See you then. Bye-bye.